The holographic display flickered to life in the center of the Nexus Council chamber, casting ethereal blue light across the faces of 17 different species. Ambassador Thexlan of the Crorian Collective adjusted her translation implant as the emergency session commenced, her forearms folding in the traditional gesture of grave concern. "The recording was captured by our automated diplomatic surveillance system," announced Chancellor Viridian, his crystalline form refracting the chamber's ambient light. "What you are about to witness occurred precisely 4.7 standard hours ago during the Terran autonomy negotiations." The hologram expanded, revealing the pristine conference room aboard Orbital Station Harmony. Around the curved negotiation table sat the familiar figures, the towering mantis-like Sekthari delegate with her compound eyes gleaming, the gelatinous flux representative undulating in his containment suit, and 3 other species ambassadors, all focused intently on the humans seated across from them. Dr. Elena Vasquez, Earth's lead negotiator, sat with her hands clasped, her expression unreadable. Beside her, General Morrison's military decorations caught the station's artificial sunlight, while xenobiologist Dr. Chen reviewed data on his tablet with practiced efficiency. The negotiations had been proceeding within acceptable parameters, Chancellor Viridian continued, his voice carrying the harmonic resonance that marked his species' emotional distress. All parties had agreed to the mineral rights redistribution in the Kepler 442 system, and the Sekthari had even conceded on the terraforming restrictions for Class M worlds. In the recording, the Sekthari delegate was speaking, her translated words appearing as subtitles. "Therefore propose a joint scientific expedition to catalogue potentially habitable worlds before any colonization attempts. This would ensure proper environmental protection protocols." Ambassador Thexlan watched as Dr. Vasquez suddenly straightened, her eyes fixing on something beyond the camera's range. The human's face underwent a subtle transformation, not anger, not fear, but something far more unsettling: cold calculation. "Pause here," rumbled Ambassador Kethmore, the massive Titan representative whose rocky exterior betrayed nothing of his thoughts. What triggered this response? Our behavioral analysts detected no preceding stimulus. Chancellor Viridian gestured, and a secondary display materialized. Dr. Vasquez received a priority communication on her personal device at timestamp 14:32:7. Contents classified under Terran diplomatic privacy protocols. The recording resumed. Dr. Vasquez leaned over to whisper something to General Morrison, whose jaw tightened almost imperceptibly. Dr. Chen looked up from his tablet, confusion clear on his features, as his colleague shared some private revelation. "Distinguished delegates," Dr. Vasquez said, rising from her seat with fluid grace. Her voice remained perfectly diplomatic, but there was steel beneath the silk. "I'm afraid Earth must withdraw from these negotiations, effective immediately." The alien representatives erupted in harmonics of shock, bioluminescent displays of alarm, and rapid-fire communications in multiple languages. The Flux representative's form rippled with agitation as his translator struggled to keep pace with his emotional outbursts. But the accords, the Sekthari delegate clicked frantically. 3 cycles of preparation. The mining consortium agreements. Dr. Vasquez gathered her materials with methodical precision. "All previous commitments are hereby suspended pending further review by the Terran Colonial Authority. We thank you for your time." "This is unprecedented," the Crorian Trade Minister exclaimed, her forearms gesticulating wildly. "No species has ever withdrawn from formal peace negotiations. The economic implications alone are Earth's concern," General Morrison interjected, standing beside his diplomat. His hand rested casually near his service weapon, a gesture not lost on the security-conscious aliens present. Dr. Vasquez has been clear. "We're done here." The recording captured the moment of stunned silence that followed. 17 different species, representing thousands of worlds and trillions of sentient beings, watched in collective horror as 3 humans calmly walked toward the exit. Wait! The Flux representative's form had solidified into something resembling desperation. At least tell us why. What changed? What did that message contain? Dr. Vasquez paused at the threshold, turning back with what might have been sympathy. Let's just say we've received information that puts these negotiations in an entirely different context. Good day, delegates. The chamber door sealed behind them with a soft hiss, leaving the alien representatives in chaos. Chancellor Viridian terminated the recording, and the hologram dissolved into sparkling motes of light. The silence in the Nexus Council chamber stretched like a held breath. Our xenopsychology teams have analyzed this footage for the past 4 hours, Viridian reported. The humans' behavioral patterns suggest they discovered something that fundamentally altered their strategic calculations. The speed and coordination of their withdrawal indicates prior contingency planning. Ambassador Thexland's primary eyes focused on the empty space where the hologram had been. In 12,000 years of galactic diplomacy, no species has ever exhibited such calculated ruthlessness in abandoning negotiations. What could possibly justify this? That, rumbled Kethmore, is what terrifies me. In all our projections of human behavior, we accounted for their aggression, their unpredictability, even their tendency towards self-destruction. But this suggests a level of strategic thinking that we may have severely underestimated. The chamber fell silent again, as the implications settled over them like a funeral shroud. Somewhere in the depths of space, humanity was making decisions that would reshape the balance of galactic power, and the other species could only watch in growing horror as they realized they might never have truly understood their newest neighbors at all. The short video had lasted only 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Its consequences would echo across the galaxy for generations to come.